Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the time for talking has ended and the Cricket World Cup is upon us. As you can see, I'm here donning West Indies colours. Got the retro strip, taking it back to when we were a powerhouse in world cricket. 2 World Cup titles, the first 2 World Cups, and nonsense. And that's what we're dealing with West Indies. It's been a steady decline the last decade, 2 decades even. But there are shoots of greenery. There's light at the end of the tunnel, it seems. And this could be our year. I don't usually go into these World Cups confident. And I ain't saying we're favourites to win it. But we've got a chance. The World Cup is starting. Today it starts. England versus Pakistan. England versus South Africa. And of course, England are the favourites. At home, the world #1 team playing a brilliant brand of cricket. A brand of cricket they've been working towards for the last few years. Since Andrew Strauss became the director. And they put in, different things in place. A captain specialised for the limited overs, the ODIs. Different to that of the test team. They pick specialised limited overs, batsmen and bowlers, and this is the culmination for them. All the years of hard work, they've gone into this World Cup, their home World Cup, as favourites, and rightly so. As I said, the first game is against South Africa. I expect them to win that. South Africa are going to be without Del Steyn, which for me is a massive, massive miss. Yeah, they got bowlers like, Rabada, obviously Imran Tahir, and they've got quality batsmen throughout the team, but at this level, when everyone can hit the ball out of the park, most teams, if not all, have got a mystery or leg spinner. You need an X factor. England have X factors, probably Butler, Stokes being the key, Archer of course. Dale Steyn is that for South Africa, and he's going to be a massive, massive miss from their first game, I feel. First game has been played at the Oval. So, for me, this World Cup, minimum you're looking, minimum score, wherever you're playing at, minimum score will be 300. And even then it's going to be hard to defend. 350 needs to be your aim every single game that you're aiming for. That's just the bare minimum. Par, score, 350 you're aiming for. Now, depending on what ground you're at, you might be touching 400. Now, there's talk that this could be the first time we see 500 at ODI. And I have a feeling, no bias, I have a feeling West Indies could be that one. West Indies start off against Pakistan at Trent Bridge. And Trent Bridge, of course, is the home of England. Hit 440 against Pakistan there. Hit Australia for 481, which is the current world record score. I think there's 5 group matches at Trent Bridge. And I think the record might go. I think we could get the first 500-run ODI innings. And I would love if West Indies in the first game against Pakistan, who aren't in the best of form, ain't the strongest team, and we've got a very, very strong batting lineup. I think we can do it if we bat first. We had obviously our warm-up game against New Zealand, and we got 421, and it probably should have been more. We didn't bat out all the overs. But that's the kind of intent we need to show from ball one, and I like the way that we batted throughout the middle overs from over 11 to 40. We were still going at 6, 7 and over. That's what you need to be doing. First 10, You want to be pushing near 100. If you're talking about getting 500, you want to be going at 9 and over first 10. Last 10, at least 9 and over. In that middle section, you go at 7 and over, you're looking at a mammoth score. So keep wickets in hand, you got a chance. For me, of course, England, for me, are the favourites for the World Cup. I think we could have a few surprises in this tournament. Afghanistan got quality spinners, Rashid Khan being the main one. I think they could surprise a few teams. They've beaten us a number of times, even qualifying for the World Cup. We could not get one over on them. So I expect them to take a couple scalps. West Indies could be one. Sri Lanka could be another. And maybe one other. You obviously got, your strong boys, Australia, India. You expect them to be in and around the last 4. But Bangladesh is a team we need to watch out for. They have come on leaps and bounds in the last few years in ODI cricket. They found a method, usually via their spinners, Sakib Al Hassan, who is the leading ODI all-rounder at the moment. And they've got some good batsmen throughout the team, throughout the order. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that West Indies and Bangladesh will both make the semi-finals. It may only be one, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say both West Indies and Bangladesh are going to make the semi-finals. Which means that England as the favourites, and you probably have to say India, will be the other 2 teams. It's going to be a good World Cup. I think there's so much, there's going to be so many runs scored. As long as the weather holds out, so many runs scored. The death bowling is going to be so important. I think Jasper Bumrah of India, for me, could be the leading wicket taker. Because he bowls obviously at the top of the top of the innings and the back end of the innings, which are the key ones for wicket taking. 6s galore I'm expecting, both from England and West Indies. We bat deep. Gale, Lewis, Hetmeyer, Hope, Russell, Russ, he is the one. Holder, Brathwaite. We bat deep. England bat deep as well. I think 6s could reign, especially at these small grounds, Trent Bridge and Bristol. I can call man of the tournament. Might be a bit early. It's probably going to come from the winner. So you're looking at England and India. I saw MS Dhoni. He even though he's gone up in the age, he ain't lost the desire and the drive. In the warm-up game, he hit another century against Bangladesh. Very good century. But if anyone from that team's going to be man of the tournament, you have to go with Virat Kohli. Because he's their star man. I think comes in at number 3. So he gets the whole innings pretty much, give or take, to bat. I think he could be the man. Australia, David Warner had a brilliant T20 IPL. Obviously, he's back in the team after his ball tampering scandal, as well as Steve Smith, who hit a brilliant century against England in the warm-up game. So them two are bang on form for Australia. I think they might be missing some low-order power that they've had in previous years. They've got a very good bowling attack. I think that's their main strength. The likes of Mitchell Starc, I think he will be up there when it comes to leading wicket takers and best bowlers of the tournament. And of course you got Archer for England. The one who most of the talk has been around. Whether he's going to get in the side or not, I think we all expected he would, and he has. Who's going to miss out for him as it was David Willey. Would that cause any unrest in the dressing room? I mean, that we have to wait and see. But what impact would he have? He's looked decent, quick of course, in the warm-up games, but the pressure of a World Cup is completely different. Just ask Ben Stokes. The pressure of a World Cup is completely different. I don't think he's going to bottle it. I don't think he will, but sometimes you just can't perform your best at the level. The World Cup finds out players. So if Archer's not ready, you will find him out very quick. And Willie will be there in the waiting. Of course, they've got the reserve players who they can bring in at any time. But of course, when you bring them in, the player you take out is no longer in the squad. So it has to be very, very strategic. If it is a strategic move, of course, it's an injury. Nothing you can do about that. But it's going to be a good World Cup. I'm excited for it. West Indies going to the majority of their group matches, hopefully, if we get through. And the semi-finals and finals as well. Can follow my journey, going to be vlogging at the matches, getting the views of fans and of course my views. And we've got an outside chance. We have got an outside chance. I saw that series we had at home against England. And I said, you know what? We're on it. We can beat anyone. We can. So we have to wait and see. Wait and see what happens. England opened the tournament. So you'll be hearing from me after their match against South Africa with a match review. And going forward, a match review for all the major matches in the World Cup. That's it from me. Make sure you check out the rest of our videos. I'll see you soon.